Video games mean a lot of things to a lot of people. With their sentimental nature and collectability, it's no surprise that the value of older games has been increasing higher than ever before. From 2015 to 2017, I spent quite a lot of money buying video games from a UK store called Kex. It's a store that smells pretty bad and has hipster college dropouts behind the counter. Despite this, it was a goldmine for mispriced games. If I saw a game that looked interesting, I would put an alert on the page and buy it when stock appears. Now in 2022, I can look at my previous orders and go, whoa, because those prices have increased a lot. So this is how valuing games works in 2022. If there are a few in stock, the Kex buy for price is accurate. If there are none in stock, the value is higher than the Kex buy for price. If there are many in stock, the price might be slightly lower. Even though the trading in price is far lower, you can sell these games for the buy for price on eBay. So that should be the price to look at. So let's take a look at my old purchases and reminisce on cheaper times. Remember to subscribe for more content just like this. If you think of any Nintendo franchise, chances are the best game in that franchise was on the Nintendo Gamecube. No wonder they have risen in price so much when you have masterpieces like Metroid Prime, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Pikmin 2. The ultimate Gamecube game for me is the funny and inventive 3D platformer Chibi Robo. It's all kinds of weird and charming. Definitely worth an emulation. The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures is also a fantastic game. You connect Game Boy Advances to the GameCube and play dual screens with friends. 2015 was one of the best times to buy GameCube games. There was a huge demand, meaning they were out of stock very often. The prices did start to increase towards the end of 2015, but there were a few more bargains to be had. The Game Boy player for the GameCube was excellent. It had the hardware components for the various Game Boys and allowed you to play them on your television. It's the best hardware peripheral ever. Playing Oracle of Seasons on my TV felt like quite the immersive experience. At this point you probably hate me for having so much luck, but most of this isn't luck. When a console finishes its lifespan, you have a few years to pick up all the good games for relatively cheap. In 2015 to 2017, it was the perfect time to purchase PS2, DS, and GameCube games. Now it is the best time to purchase Wii U, 3DS, and PS4 games. So instead of being salty and spending over £50 on an old game, Buy the games for the newer consoles that are available now for inexpensive prices. That's the trick to video game collecting. Finally, we move on to late 2017. The PS2 and the DS games had increased in price, leaving the PS3 as the last console to collect for. You could go to Kegs or Game and purchase many PS3 JRPGs for £10 to £20 each. Sometimes you would get weird looks from the cashier. Other times they would recommend you games. The strange looking cashier recommended me a very pervy volleyball game, and I was like, WTF. If you want undeniable hot trash, the PS3 is a good place to look. If you want better story and gameplay, the DS and the 3DS exclusives have a better selection. It was pretty fun looking back on the golden era of the Gamecube, DS and PS2 collecting. However, times have changed. Many of the kids that grew up with these systems have high-earning jobs with surplus earnings. These consoles have become nostalgic, resulting in prices being too damn high. I guess I have two pieces of advice. The first is to forget about it and never pay more than £50 for a video game. People act like the problem is the scalper, but the problem is the people spending excessively to obtain these games. It pushes the price up for something that is very plentiful. The second piece of advice is to invest heavily in video games. With cryptos and NFTs, you owe nothing. Bruh, games are the best investment ever. I'm becoming rich from 90-hour games featuring anime girls. It's all about the money, money, money. I can buy a horse, I can buy a donkey, and I can make the horse fight the donkey. That's how much money I can make. So the limits are endless. Okay, that's it. See you in the next video. Goodbye.